It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. My friends, you have found me on a Monday, and that of course means that it is a Metal Monday. We are going today actually to a band that I have not yet heard on the channel, and I'm pretty excited about that. After 900 plus episodes, I'm still finding bands that are new to me, and that's pretty darn exciting. So today I'm hearing music from the band Danzig for the first time, and I'm happy that you are along for the ride. So Danzig is an American heavy metal band. They are from here in New Jersey, where I am from. They're from Lodi, which is up near New York City, and they formed in 1987. And so today we're going to be listening to Mother, which became their lead single from their debut self-titled album that was released in the summer of 1989. And for this song, Glenn Danzig was inspired by the political activism of the Parents Music Resource Center, which was spearheaded by Tipper Gore. And they were able to get the parental advisory label added to and affixed on albums that were deemed to have explicit content. And as I look through the lyrics of this song, it looks as though we're directly addressing Mother, who the song is called, and Father, actually, looks like. And we're taking some time to ask some tough questions of each of them. We're really questioning their choices and their leadership. It also looks like we could be encouraging someone who is a shut-in or a shy, or someone who is simply just trepidatious in life. We're encouraging them to take chances and to get out and take a swing at life a little bit. This particular album, this debut self-titled album, was also the first release on producer Rick Rubin's brand new label, which at the time was called Deaf American Records. He would later rename that to just be called American Records. But Danzig is part of Rick Rubin's very first solo producing effort as part of this new record label. And that caught my eye as well, because Rick is a very well-respected music producer. And so I'm expecting this to sound great and to really hit hard. So let's get at it, y'all. Glenn Danzig is on the vocals, and he is our songwriter. We also have Erie Vaughn on bass, John Christ on guitars, and a guy named Chuck Biscuits on the drums. That's almost as good as Butch Trucks for the name of a drummer. That's pretty great. Chuck Biscuits on the drums. I love it. So let's get to this song. It is called Mother, and it is from a band called Danzig. Here we go. Okay. That's a flat 6 to flat 7 to 1 on any day of the week. Bum, bum, bum.
Mother, tell your children not to walk my way.
And it's Jim Morrison on the vocals.
What they mean, what they say. Mother,
that's uncanny.
Mother,
woo!
Can you keep them in the dark for a while? Can you hide them from the wedding world?
That sounds like Jim Morrison from The Doors.
Gonna take your daughter out tonight.
And he keeps stepping up. Okay, nice. Hang on. We got to talk about this. In fact, it's a short song. I think I'm going to rewind it to the beginning, but I need to talk to y'all a little bit about what I hear here. Yeah, they're in B minor. Mother, then he goes up to the D natural. Mother. He goes up to there. Mother. And then he finally gets to the all the way up to the top. That sparks to me. Of course, we're going. just parallel chords, flat 6, flat 7 to 1. But the thing that is really struck my ear is pentatonic minor. Solid as a rock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes. Instead of 7 different notes, we get 5 different notes. And in the pentatonic scale, we get no harsh dissonances, no minor seconds. There's none of that. There's just thirds, major seconds, thirds, major seconds, right? So they're all, there's dissonances in there, but they're relatively minor dissonances as we go. And he's building up that scale as he goes and builds up all the way to the top. I need to hear that again. And he sounds like Jim Morrison as he's doing it, y'all. That's pretty amazing. I'm going to rewind it to the beginning and hit it again. Here we go. Right. Right? Just B to A, or G to A to B.
Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words, what they mean, what they say. Mother.
Then,
Mother,
up to the 5th.
can you keep them in the dark for a while? Can you hide them from the wedding world? Oh, mother.
Right, then up to the A.
Gonna take your daughter out tonight.
And then
Gonna show her my world. Oh, mother.
gets all the way up. That's cool.
Not about to see your light. But if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it's like.
Nice.
Not about to see your light.
Not about to see your light, and if you want to find hell with me,
I can show you what it is.
I can show you what it is. Nice. That was a 5 to the 1.
Children not to hold my hand. Tell your children not to understand. Oh, mother. Father.
I love the sound of his voice. That's a lead vocal, y'all. Now he's talking to Father. If you want to find hell with me, I can show you what it's like. Guitar solo. The progression's the same. Flat 6, flat 7. And the chorus uses the same progression, but it starts on the 6. 7. Show you what it's like. Do. Hey, Ray, do. It's the first time I've heard a C sharp. Yeah. First time I've heard that C sharp in the whole darn song, and that's it. Wow, friends, I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. You know, it's uncanny to me. It's like hearing Jim Morrison singing with something like Black Sabbath. Or maybe if things had gone differently, that could have been a song by The Doors with Jim Morrison singing lead in the mid 1970s. I can hear that. Not to take anything away from Glenn. He's a very talented singer. And the song is rock solid, especially with that firm rooting in pentatonic minor, right? Wow. Danzig, how about these guys? I think I had heard the name through the years because that's a very interesting name, or word, Danzig. And so it kind of sticks with me, but I don't think I've ever heard anything from them. So let's talk a little bit about what they're going for in the lyrics here. It reminds me, last week on our Metal Monday, we did a song called Ticks and Leeches by Tool. And in that song, the singer was directly calling out record executives who, from his perspective, were overstepping their artistic oversight limits, to put it generally, right? They're overstepping their role, is what he was thinking. And today, with Mother, Glenn is directly calling out political activists for, to me, what amounts to very similar behavior. From his perspective, they were overstepping the free speech protections of the First Amendment that we have here in America. And I could be wrong about this, but I think that the warning label itself was a compromise. Instead of an outright ban or, not being able to release your music at all, the warning label was put on explicit recordings, so that they had to bear that warning label. That was the compromise. That's what I think, although I could be wrong. Wow. I remember that time period. I was young, but I remember all of those big discussions and fights that people were having about censorship versus artistic expression in the 80s. I remember Twisted Sister being a part of that. I didn't realize that Danzig was a part of that as well. It also, this song, as I'm looking at it, it is, political a little bit, but it's also about, in the chorus, he's talking more generally. He says, not about to see your light, but if you want to find hell with me, I can show you what it's like. Which is an invitation, right? An invitation to get outside your comfort zone. This reminds me of my relationship with my little brother, especially when we were both young adults, high school, college age. So of the two of us, there's just two of us. I was the academic, he was the explorer, always. He'd be out getting his hands dirty. I'd be inside reading a book or doing something like that. Where I'm thinking, he's doing. So we're the yin and yang of each other a little bit. And often, back in the day, he'd somehow convince me to do something outside of my comfort zone. Like riding on the back of a motorcycle with him. I don't know how he got to borrow like our uncle's big Honda Goldwing motorcycle, but we had it in the garage, and he's like, let's go, we're gonna take the motorcycle out. I'm like, do you have a motorcycle license? He's like, no. I'm like, okay. He somehow convinced me. So two guys, 6'4" plus 250 pounds plus on one motorcycle. We were like Dumb and Dumber. I haven't thought about that in a long time. Of course, he went too fast and I about passed out, as I recall. And he always loved getting me in situations like that, And I secretly loved that I had an outlet like my brother, who, was going to do some out there things, but he had my safety in mind as well, as much as as much as he could, and it was great to have an outlet like my brother to occasionally let off some steam and help me get outside of my own comfort zone. And that's part of the same energy that started this whole channel in the first place, right? It was my brother that was encouraging me. You got to listen to these songs, man. You've been doing the other stuff for so long. It's kind of you've been trying that and trying that. There's a lot of great music that you've been missing, and you need to do these reaction style videos and just do it. And here we are, more than 3 years later, right? So I love this channel because I'm continually getting outside of my own comfort zone and listening to artists and songs that I've never heard before. That's a little daunting, but I've kind of gotten used to it and really enjoy the discovery part of this. And today's episode is a great example of that. Danzig was a band that I have heard of in the past, but I've never heard their music. And who knew that he sounds like Jim Morrison so much? Anybody that's got a voice like that can definitely deliver a lyric in a song, and the rest of the band were rock solid, and I thought it was a really great little tune, y'all, to start us off on a Metal Monday this week. I think we're off to a good start. This has been Mother by Danzig. Thanks, y'all. We'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.